Hello, today we're looking at 88 Films' Chow Yun Fat classic, God of Gamblers. But first... Welcome back. So, 88 Films have released this, God of Gamblers, one of my favourite Chow Yun Fat films. I love this film. And so that's what we're going to look at. So this film came out in 1989. It's called, in Cantonese, called Dousan, which just means literally God of Gamblers. Directed by Wong Jing. And so we've got this, so what have we got in here? So you've got a disc, you've got, I think, a poster. Obviously, as always, you've got the reverse, you've got the Hong Kong cover. You've got this beautiful slip cover, cover by, was it Sean Longmore? Yeah, Sean Longmore did the artwork. You've got this great poster. I think I prefer the original one actually. That looks sick. And you've got a booklet on the God of Gamblers. I suppose I haven't read this already actually. By Paul Bramall. That looks like a good read. So with this edition, this one is HD. It's not remastered, which we'll talk about later. Special features are commentary with Hong Kong cinema expert David West and archive interviews with Chow Yun Fat, Andy Lau and Wong Jing. So, I mean, it's pretty much, aside from the commentary, it's the same as the DVD version that, well, I've got it knocking about somewhere as usual. So, I'm not going to lie, that's a little bit disappointing. A modern interview would have been nice. Just, if not only to go over, you know, what effect this film has had over the years since 1989. So yeah, that was a little bit disappointing, especially because this is price pointed. I think it was £20. So there's no new special features. There's no remastered from a 2K or 4K source. So you're paying £20 for just something that's kind of upscaled 1080p over the original DVD, which, you know, it's a bit much. But let's talk about the film. So directed by Wong Jing, starring Chow Yun Fat, Joey Wong, Charlotte Cheung, and Lau Dat-wah, Andy Lau. So Joey Wong is crazy cute in this. She was everyone's favourite squeeze. It was this film and Chinese Ghost Story where, you know, everyone just started to fall in love with Joey Wong. Charlotte Cheung as well is really gorgeous in this, but obviously, you know, she's kind of like a mature woman in this. So, you know, when I first saw this, I was a teenage boy. So Joey Wong was just like, you know, with her ripped jeans and that, she was like more cool. And you know, obviously she was going out with Lau Dat-wah, who plays Tou Jai. And he's like a little rascal gangster type, like a Guo Jai. So, you know, they were kind of cool and edgy and young. So, you know, great cast, great story. I mean, this film, you know, I can't remember how many times I've seen this film. It's just one of my favorites. It's just a great, great film. And I think it's like one of the first, if not the first to deal with, you know, that kind of gambling. It's kind of like an action film, but like the cool bits are the gambling bits, you know, the assuredness of Dosan. Oh yeah, you got Mantat as the loan shark, who's just, you know, with his got his feet out all the time for some god awful reason. You've got I forget his name, the guy who plays Long Got. Who's the Vietnamese kind of bodyguard. He's just really stoic and cool, and yeah, he just looks dread. He's like he's like should be in Reservoir Dogs or something. And you've got I forget his name again, the chap who plays Cole Churn's cousin, Cole Yi. Yeah, he's particularly dastardly as well. So you got a great cast in here. So you know, Wong Jing, I'll be honest, I'm a fan of Wong Jing. I think he does bang them out, but you know, ever so often amongst the kind of popcorn film that, you know, titillates, there's a real diamond in the rough in amongst his kind of releases. So the film's masterful. It's got action, it's got romance, it's intrigue, subterfuge, really good baddies, and it's got Chow Yun Fat as like possibly the coolest ever gambler. You know, he's, you know, with his chocolate eating, his ring rubbing, and just generally looking swag. So yeah, this is a perfect role for Chow Yun Fat, and you know, so you know, going over the lack of special features was really disappointing, and I'll be honest, I was kind of disappointed with the transfer. The original DVD had loads of issues with kind of the exposure, like ghosting, especially in like the scenes where they're playing cards and they've got these kind of white lights, and you know, there's loads of artifacts and ghosting. There's especially this scene where you see all this ghosting around Chow Yun Fat's sleeves, and if anything, I think in this Blu-ray it's actually worse. Just makes it look really grainy because they've upscaled it. I want to say I'm bitterly disappointed that they haven't remastered this, but at the same time, it's 88 films, so I can't say I'm not surprised. They'll probably wait a year down the line and give us like a super duper collector's edition for 25 quid. Why they couldn't just do it at one time? Give this the proper attention that it deserves. You know, I'm somewhat mystified by that. So I'd say, in all honesty, if you don't have the DVD, I'd get this. But if you've got a DVD, I'd wait, to be honest. So, because I'm sure somebody's going to pick this up, because this is just, you know, just smacks of laziness, to be honest. 88 Films have been plagued by issues with quality control of late and delays. So, is this a rush job? I really rather think it is, and I really wish they hadn't done this. This is one of my favourite films, so to say I'm really disappointed is an understatement. 88 Films, what's happened, you know? So I'm going to give this 4 out of 5. Just because, like, if they'd given this a due attention, it'd be a 5 out of 5 easily for me. But you know, I'm being generous with just the 4 because of the aforementioned issues. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think. All right, that's all for now. Dogin.